All right, students, it's day 69 for your worksheet. Please grab it and let's get started. Capitalization, I will give you the answers at the end of the video. You will have tried it on your own without any help, and then check them at the tail end. Punctuation, punctuate the salutation of this business letter. Dear Governor, colon. Not too much work here. Dear Governor, colon. That was easy. All right, parts of speech pronouns. This section is not quite that easy. This is a review. If this is still rusty to you, foggy to you, oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm doing to you, refer to days 35, 40, and 58. It's been done 3 full times before, all right? So hopefully you're getting it. If not, you have those reference worksheets to refer back to. All right, a nominative pronoun, I, he, she, we, they, who, it, or you, can serve as a subject or predicate nominative. An objective pronoun, me, him, her, us, them, whom, it, or you, can serve as a direct object, an indirect object, or an object of the preposition. Write do if the pronoun serves as a direct object, io if the pronoun serves as an indirect object, and op if the pronoun serves as an object of a preposition. Write s if the pronoun serves as a subject, and pn if the pronoun serves as a predicate nominative. All right, to keep that all straight, what you might want to do is up by nominative pronoun, just in the that margin right there, put s and pn by nominative pronoun, and do, io, and op next to objective pronoun. So you keep straight in your head which ones can be used for which purpose. Okay. All right. First example is A. Who bought that? A couple things you can do here. Look at the word who. Who occurs in the nominative pronoun list. And if you look at what you've already written down, a nominative pronoun can be a subject or a predicate nominative. Who bought that? Who is the subject? Bought is the verb. So you would put an S there for who, acting as a subject. To whom are you speaking? Look up at your list of nominative pronoun and objective pronoun. Where do you find whom? Whom is in the objective pronoun list. So you know from your notes that you put in the margin, that's going to be D-O, I-O, or O-P. To whom are you speaking? Recognizing that to is a preposition, you would put to whom in parentheses. And then you realize, whom is the object of the preposition, or OP. Whom is the OP. Did you ask me a question? Sometimes when you're trying to figure out how something is acting in a sentence and it's a question, it's easier to form it into a statement. So you can take, did you ask me a question, and formulate it into a statement by saying, you did ask me a question. All right? Doing it that way, you did ask me a question, you can see that you is the subject. Did ask is the verb. And I've got this one written down. Actually, I have all of them written down, so I'm going to show you what I've got so far. You did ask, oopsie, you did ask what? You did ask a question. You did ask has the verb here, the direct object here, but there's still a pronoun in between, so that tells you it's going to be acting as an indirect object. You could say, you did ask to me a question, and it makes sense, right? That was your test for an indirect object. You also can check and see that me is in the objective pronoun list, so you know it's either acting as the direct object, the indirect object, or the object of the preposition. in that particular sentence, it was acting as the indirect object. Do you trust them? That's D. You want to change that into a statement. So it would be, you do trust them. If you have it set up that way, you can see easily that you is the subject, do trust is the verb. You do trust whom? You do trust what? You do trust them. So them is an objective pronoun. You see it from the list. And in this sentence, it's acting as a direct object. So this case, it's a DO. The winners are we. All right. If we look, we is a nominative pronoun. It can be used as a subject or a predicate nominative. So looking at this sentence, winners is the subject, are is the verb, and it's linking. It's linking winners and we. So we is a PN or a predicate nominative. If you remember, the test for a predicate nominative is saying, putting the predicate nominative in the subject and switching the order. So the winners are we. Does we are the winners mean the same thing? It does. So again, we've proven that we is a PN. Last year, they recycled. They is in the nominative is a nominative pronoun. So we know it's either going to be the subject or the predicate nominative. And looking at the sentence, we can see that it is the subject. All right, so here are the answers to the things that we just discussed. Let me get all that in there without showing you other answers. All right. Hopefully this all made sense to you. If it doesn't, please, this is something to reach out to me for. I'm more than happy. I can spend time in class to review this as well. Okay. Next section, phrases and clauses. Write DC if the group of words is dependent clause and IC if the group of words is independent clause. Sentence A, shut the door. All right, the understood subject there is you. You shut the door. That's an independent clause. That's an IC. After the teller checked his watch. That, if you remember from day 67, after is one of those subordinate adverbs that they introduced us to. And they told us that whenever you have a subordinate adverb, you're going to have a dependent clause. So after the teller checked his watch is a dependent clause. And then we have the last one, C, whoever reported the accident. Whoever reported the accident, what? We don't have enough information. So that would be a DC. All right, for your bonus, what I want you to do is take either B or C and add whatever information you want to add to it to make it an IC. Okay, so here I will show you the answers. It should be IC, DC, DC. And then for your bonus point, for those of you who want one, you're going to make one of those DCs an IC by adding additional information. All right, next section, sentence combining. You only have 2 sentences to combine into one. That should be easy peasy. All right, capitalization, hopefully you've done it by now. If not, pause the video, do the punctuation on your own, and then over here, real tiny, I have the answers. Okay, did Judge Irving R. Kaufman preside over a trial at the federal court in that city? Asked Mrs. Jones Keegan. Here are the words that should be capitalized. All right, good job, guys. Good luck with everything. God bless you.